Good afternoon, Wildcats. Here's part two, accidentals. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Musictheory.net. So a half step or semitone is the distance from one key on the keyboard to the next adjacent key. Key 1 to key 2 is a half step since they are next to each other. A half step is not always from a white key to a black key. In this example, key 1 and key 2 are still next to each other. A whole step or whole tone or simply tone is the same distance as two half steps. Key 1 to key 3 is a whole step. Key 1 to key 2 is the first half step. Key 2 to key 3 is the second half step. An accidental is a sign used to raise or lower the pitch of a note. The first accidentals that we will discuss are the flat and the sharp. The flat lowers a note by a half step while the sharp raises a note by a half step. When typing, you can use a number sign to represent a sharp and a lowercase b to represent a flat. Let's examine the black key in between C and D. This key could be called C sharp because it is a half step above C. It could also be called D flat since it is a half step below D. Another example would be E and F. E could also be called F flat since it is a half step below F. Likewise, F could be called E sharp. Whenever a certain pitch has multiple names, it is called an enharmonic spelling. Now, let's discuss the double flat and the double sharp. Typically in high school, you won't see a lot of these, but as you continue, hopefully through college and later in adulthood, if you decide to be part of a professional choir, you will see these, so it is good to know that these exist and what happens whenever you see these. While flats and sharps alter a note by a half step, the double flat and double sharp alter a note by a whole step. Don't need to worry about that, but for example, both D and E double flat have the same pitch since you can reach D by going a whole step or two half steps down from E. So E is here, down, and here, so double flat. So a half step and then a whole step, which would be the E double flat. D also sounds the same as C double sharp, since it is a whole step away from, a whole step above C. C, one half step, two half steps, it's D. Finally, a natural cancels out any accidental and returns a note to its original white key. Now, let's show what you know, Wildcats. We're going to go to exercises again. Here we are, note identification. And we're going to go to the cogwheel again. We're going to do treble clef just the same. Go to treble range, go up to C. If you want to leave it on A, you're more than welcome to test that skill, those letter names. But you're going to pass key signatures, pass note names. You're going to click on the accidentals to be able to help you with this. Go to next question. And instead of after audio, go ahead and click immediately. So when you tap your answer, it goes straight to the next question. We are advising Mr. Womack, myself, and Ms. Nelson are saying to do 25 of these without skipping questions and just to test your knowledge as you go through these lessons each week. It's super important. We miss you all. Thank you so much for listening to this lesson. And just remember, stay safe and know that we are here and to help you in any way that we can. Have a great rest of your day and week. Talk to you soon. Bye.